Assalamu alaikum and a very good day to all. I am so pleased today to share with all my dearest investors, traders, prospectors with regard to one of our financial technical analysis and findings. I've been called up by my managers to share an our view on one of potential stock, which is Petron Malaysia, refining marketing Berhad. Okay, firstly, before I go, I would like to take this opportunity to thanks to all investors for pointing out their concern on one of our financial analysis score. As previously we have shared our research report on the Petron stock. Uh, on the research report, we have highlighted that we will be keeping ahead to play on the rebound, as well as to maintain the long perspective. So we believe that the Petron stock will go higher. So that's why on our research report, we have highlighted on the reasons on why investors should go long with this specific requirement, as well as the position sizing, where we also recommend for investors to open the buy limit order with the price of 3 ringgit 40 cent and stop loss below 2 ringgit 40 cent. There's a specific reason for that, so we're going to explain this later. So what I'm going to do today, guys, I will be sharing first our current performance for Petron stock, and the second part towards the end, we'll be sharing with all of you the future and the potential movement for us to take this opportunity to price in. Okay, so the chart that you see here in front of you is actually a Petron stock Berhad. If you could see the first in technical indicator that I'll be using is a Bollinger Band. Well, the purpose for Bollinger Band is actually a type of statistical charts which are characterizing the prices as well as volatility over time. Thus, we'll be looking to a candle that managed to break the Bollinger Band. If you could see here, the Bollinger Band, or we just call a BB, as a nickname. BB has a key price in a tight and a narrow band movement with a gradual downtrend here, if you can see, since around June 2020. So nevertheless, the price has made several attempts to break below the Bollinger Band, but however failed. Only that, if you could see, let me just zoom in a little bit for you guys see here. It's only around 16 November here, the price managed to break the upper Bollinger Band before it goes higher. So what happened now, the price we can conclude is actually now is a high volatility. Okay, thank you, Bollinger Band. So we will see one of our favorite indicator, I would say. Well, I received some feedback that our investor love so much using the EMA. Well, there is no doubt, there is no denying. Even at the institutional level, we'll still be using the EMA level. So this is very simple, guys. What we need to see is EMA 20. The pink color has break above the EMA 50, the blue color. So on around 19 November here, yeah, if you could see here in this chart, 20 November, there's a signal for go long. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, we can see there's a gaps here, if you could see in the rectangular pattern that I sketch here. So gaps are typically occurring because of the underlying fundamental or technical analysis. For example, on this case, we could see that there is an earning report released by Petron. If you can see there's an E logo here, we can double click, we can see E. We can see here earning, yeah. So it's an earning report released by a Petron. So what happened, there's a huge spike in terms of the volatility and occur. So that's therefore the gaps occur. Then if you can see, the price has increased sharply on thereafter. And let me just move away my picture here. Okay, so if you can see, it hit around 6 ringgit 70 cent. It's quite a lot because we have managed to do and open a long position from this level up all the way here. Yeah. all the way from the beginning EMA. If you could see here, it's around 6.633 watt. It's a lot. So we managed to price in previously when the EMA and Bollinger Band has given us an early signal. We managed to price in. We put a stop loss a little bit below the previous support line. So we have shared on investors on the previous report. So we managed to get a hefty profits for this position. So we are very happy, and we also have received a lot of email feedback from complimenting from investors with this stock. So yeah, so it's a good for you guys because you know, big pocket, big money. So guys, with every entry signal, there will be a definitely exit signal. Okay, so what I'm gonna show you guys here, because prior to the report, we also have a given a separate email whereby we requested investor to load up the buying position due to the expectation for the short-term bearish movement. There's a specific reason for that. Let me just show you why. We receive information for this particular thing because we observe MACD. Okay, sorry. Because we observe a MACD indicator whereby it has portrays a selling signal. So if you could see here, around 17 December, there was a sell signal when the MACD crossed below the MACD signal line. If you can see, MACD line is a blue in color, crossed below MACD signal line in orange color. And this signal also was getting clearer when the MACD histogram, which previously above the zero line, if you can see, the green color, now it has converged towards the zero line as per above, as per this chart. You can see it's changed from the green to red. So this is a clear signal that the price is actually on the overbought. So it's time for us to get out. So there's a specific reason why we have sent a previous email for investors to load up the buying position for us to maximize the profit. And not only that, not only MACD, ladies and gentlemen, we also has explained on you guys whereby the RSI, which is the relative strength index, as well as the stochastic level. Yeah. So in line with the MACD indicator that I have explained earlier on, RSI and the stochastic as well has given an early heads up whereby it has portrayed a sell signal as an early on 7 December. If you can see the on this one, on the chart, on the 7 December. So if we found the RSI was mingled around the above 70 overbought area. In addition to that, the stochastic break 80% overbought level as well. The signal here was getting clearer when the percentage K line in the stochastic crossed percentage D line from above to below it. Let me just zoom in a little bit for you guys to see. Okay, can you see the percentage K line cross percentage D line from above to below? So this is a clear signal that the stock is overbought. So that's why we have urgently sent email to all investors to load up the buying position because we want to maximize the profit. So that's a specific reason why we have requested traders to do so. Okay, enough with our past current performance. What I'm going to show you guys is about our current movement. Okay, let me just show you a little bit. Okay, so for this particular analysis, I will be using a simple trend line. Yeah, trend line here. This is a major trend line. Yeah? Okay, just before that, I received a lot of inquiry from investors. They always asking the favorite question. From which line, which peak or to which peak or which through to which through should I pull up my trend line? Some investors also love to take all the way up to the way. I didn't say this is wrong. This is right. Yeah, you can do so. But the specific reason why I always recommend to take the latest one. Okay, let me just share with you guys the reason why. If you take a look here, just imagine where you were back then in March 2018. The price is only here. Do you even know the price go further downtrend? Okay, if you can imagine, let me just quickly show you guys. We have the specific tool for this. Okay, so I have removed all the data. We can see the March 2018. Do you know, if you just see the price, do you know where the price go? We didn't know. So that's why typically we, on the point of time, let's say we were trading at the point of time, we will just using whatever the trend line that we see. Okay, let me just fast forward a little bit. Okay, pump. See, there's a breakout here. So upon the breakout, what is our expectation? Our expectation is that the price will go high. Yeah, that is the expectation. However, it does not meet our expectation. The price continue to fall. Okay, so this is the previous chart. So the previous trend line have been consumed by, I'm sorry, let me just rephrase back. The previous trend line has given a false signal whereby the price does not go higher. So we can just neglect that trend line. So let me just delete all back. Okay, this is the existing data that we have here. So that's the reason why I always recommend the investors to just take whatever the current latest trend line here. It actually do meet the requirement of the trend line, because for our trend line here, the price does test us out severally. Okay, so we can see there's a breakout. There's a breakout, a clear breakout from the trend line, indicating that the price now is in the brink of the uptrend. And if you wanted to know whether the breakout is valid or not, we can check here in the volume. Please check the volume here, guys. There's a huge spike of volume, indicating that the trend line now exists. The downtrend is the momentum for the trend, the downtrend is weakening. Thus, the new uptrend support exists. And not only that, guys, it lined with the volume analysis. What we can see here, upon the price going bearish, the volume also go to downtrend. What does it mean, guys? It means that the volume is now supporting the current trend line. It is a clearly indication that the current bearish is just a mere correction. I believe we all are aware about the Dow theory, whereby the price is not the price of stock or any chart or any financial instrument will not go in the straight line. Yeah, the price will go the zigzag. I would say a peak through and peak through. So what happened was, during the breakout here with a huge gap and huge volume, the price now the structure here is a higher high structure, and the price now is complementing the next higher low structure. So what is our expectation, guys? Our expectation is that, okay, let me just draw another support line here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our expectation is that the price now will test the support line and fail to break through. Thus, it will reject and go higher. As per I shared with you guys earlier, the price has currently doing the high structure, and next it will go for higher low structure, and it will form another higher high structure above here. Therefore, it is a recommendation for you guys to not to buy. And not only that, let me just open back my EMA. If you can see the EMA, the slower, the faster EMA is almost crossed below. So it is clear that the current sell player are dominating the market. This is true. So that's why we are not recommending for investors out there to immediately straight buy after end of this webinar. Please don't do so. Please, I wouldn't say that you must do so, but it is highly recommended to just put a buy limit at the 3 ringgit or 40 cents, just at this area where the support line. Just put the buy limit here because our expectation the price will go higher. Yeah. So that's it. So that is why we have given a heads up, or what we would say like a tagging for overall, that we are keeping ahead to play on the rebound, which means the correction here, as we will maintain to the long perspective. Our expectation for this Petron stock is still an uptrend, and not only that, fundamentally speaking, we know that with the COVID-19 situation currently, the vaccine breakthrough, so it is given some sort of hope that the market now is recovery, especially to the energy industries. So with that, I hope you guys are happy with our previous performance, and we also hope that we will be able to keep up the momentum as well as the profit. And if you have if you guys would have to have any inquiry or feedback, feel free to email me. Yeah, and I believe I have shared this earlier on, so you can go through. Let me know if you have any question. Thank you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.